Hey, this is the grinder, Mark Shaw, and you're listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
And now we are wrestling with WrestleMania 37 preview, night 1 and 2. Let's uh let's get right into it. Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman steel cage match. Scooter, who wins?
I'm trying to think, when is the last time we saw a regular cage match at WrestleMania?
I think Hulk and Bundy.
God, if you're right, James. Uh, Shane wins, but they employ the same finish with Braun and Kevin Owens, where they're at the top of the cage and Braun just throws Shane down.
Okay. What about you, Kaliko?
Yeah, I see Shane getting a spot, but yeah, that's the only way that Shane would get that spot, huh? Unless Braun wins and then just beats his ass after the fact. So I'm gonna go Braun because it's a bullying thing. So face goes over at Mania, pal.
True, but I mean Shane McMahon hasn't won at Mania since returning.
Yeah,
Uh
because it doesn't benefit him. What the fuck is he going? Like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Springboard to a title shot?
Actually, he won at 35.
35. Who he
Mid.
Oh, he won that match?
Yep.
Okay, so only where I see okay, if that happens, then the only way I see the Shane winning is if they bring somebody in to aid Shane, like a Baba Kato.
Well, I'm telling you, this is going to be a thing about Braun not caring about winning. They're going to be at the top of the cage. Braun's going to have Shane. He's going to just choke slam Shane through the table down, and he's going to win, but accident.
That being said, I still think maybe you know what? All signs point to Shane McMahon. I'm going with Shane McMahon. All right. Next match, Raw Tag Team Championship match, The New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos. Scooter,
I want to say the New Day. I have a, but I won't. I'm going to go with AJ and Omos.
I mean, it feels like it has to be them. I mean, you're debuting a new guy that you really want to get over. It makes sense. I mean, I feel the only reason New Day was put in this match is because they need uh faces for Styles and Omos to win, kind of like the you know placeholders. But Kaliko, your thoughts?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if New Day won. I mean, the last time someone had their debut at Mania for a title and won.
I mean, Fandango beat Chris Jericho at
I
29.
said a debut for a title and
I'm
won.
I mean, we have the return.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy, the Hardys returned, but I'm talking about debut, like first match. That's a lot of ask for.
And, normally I agree with you. And if it was Kofi and Big E, I mean, they might have had a shot. But it feels like the only reason Xavier Wood is in matches is to take the L.
I feel like New Day would win the Mania match, but lose the next night.
That's a possibility. But, I mean, then almost doesn't get that rub and that push that he kind of needs if he's going to have, a legitimate run with WWE. You know what I mean?
But
Your first match you
this
lost, even though it was in
first
WrestleMania.
the first match you lost at WrestleMania against arguably the greatest tag team of all time. And it's not like it ain't like he in there losing the fucking, I mean, R-Truth or fucking Tyler Breeze. It's fucking New Day.
I don't see it. Honestly, I don't see it. It has to be almost in Styles.
All right. Well, everybody knows I'll be there. So I will jump in on the remix when they win and just like, just to rub it in.
Alright. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. Who wins, Scudo?
I mean, they've put some they've been putting some oomph behind Cesaro. They've given him a lot of character lately. And they're playing up Seth's WrestleMania achievements. So I'm gonna go with Cesaro.
Kaliko?
This is another tough one. Cesaro, because I think that he's going to be the next contender for the heavyweight championship, the Universal title.
I mean,
Because
yeah, continue.
because let's say Roman wins, there's really nobody left unless Edge brings up the fact that I never got a one-on-one. But I see Cesaro. I think Cesaro might be the guy to beat Roman.
Well, first and foremost,
But that's way down the line. But Cesaro.
I decided to change my answer from Shane McMahon to Braun Strowman because I see Seth Rollins winning this match. Simply because it's Cesaro, and every time they tease, that Cesaro and they're gonna pull the trigger finally, they always pull a Sonata with him, so to speak.
Send him to slaughter.
They give him the Sonata puss, as we've been calling it. So
That's from here on out on this show, the Sonata push.
that was our last episode. The name of the show, the title was Sonata Puss. So yeah, it's Seth Rollins. It has to be Seth Rollins. Next match, Bad Bunny versus The Miz. Who wins, Scoodle?
I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Bad Bunny player.
We know this is the real reason you're going to WrestleMania, Kaliko. Who wins?
It's Playa. And yeah, it's gonna be Bad Bunny. And the reason being because it's this was basically Miz's as much as he got the title and it was a due and it's for his hustle. Everybody kind of knows he's more of the spotlight TV guy, so gives more eyeballs for him, especially probably pushing Miz and Mrs. as they're getting ready to move, and he's probably getting ready for this match in particular. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're recording right now episodes leading it up to it.
Bad Bunny wins by a Corona.
Oh God.
The beer.
Oh, okay.
In La Playa.
Right. Yeah, Bad Bunny. Um, SmackDown Women's Championship: Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. Who wins, Scooter?
I'm gonna go with it's gotta be Bianca to me.
Kaliko?
Bianca. Yeah, Sasha's had it what, October?
Yeah.
She had a lengthy run. So yeah, it's time for some new blood.
I mean, for her,
Cause
anyway.
I mean, yeah, this is Sasha's longest run with the title, with the women's title, period. But but yeah, Bianca. They put too much stock into her with the WWE 24 and so on and so forth. So I see it coming full circle. Her debut was at Mania, and she gets her first win and title at Mania.
I kind of feel like it has to be Bianca simply because we kind of know Edge isn't going to win the WWE Championship, who was the Royal Rumble winner for the men's side. So I kind of feel like it's a give and take situation. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I see your point because keep him. Yeah, it's got to legitimate. Eventually, that's got to legitimize the Royal Rumble because remember, Asuka won the Royal Rumble, lost the match.
she
Becky
was the
won the
first
Royal
winner.
Rumble. She was the first winner, but then she lost the Mania match.
Yeah,
Becky won, and then she won the match. Charlotte won, then she won the match. Bianca won. You kind of got to get the precedent going that
Oh,
the winner actually achieves it, I guess.
I also have to remember Becky was kind of also taken out at
true.
the last.
True.
Couple of
So
years.
yeah. Uh, by the way, I've just gone through 35 years worth of WrestleManias, and yes, James, you are correct. There hasn't been a traditional cage match since Hogan Bundy.
There's Bundy. We're
Wow.
still in Monday, Bundy.
And when it happens, it will have been more than 35 years.
And that brings us to our main event of night one. WWE Championship match. Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre. Who wins, Scooter?
Ooh. Ooh, God. You know, I really feel like they gotta commit to Lashley holding on to the title. I mean, I, I mean, I could see Drew being sent over to SmackDown for a feud with Roman. Um, you know what? I'm gonna say Drew.
So after all that, Drew.
Yep, I'm
Kaliko?
Drewish.
Uh, the only reason I say Lashley is because it's very rare that a guy wins the belt, runs through the year, loses it at the last minute, and gets it back at Mania. So to me, it would have to be Lashley. And I think I'm just spitballing here, but I think this Hurt Business breakup thing is a ruse.
Possibility.
I
But
because it happened too damn fast.
I mean, Vince has gone on. He actually gave a new. I have it right in front of me. Vince apparently made the decision to split the group. MVP and Lashley were not supportive about the decision, but Vince wasn't budging. And actually, the splitting of the group is apparently a big blow to morale in the locker room.
Even with that, though, I feel like something ain't right about it, right? Like, and I get why he would break them up, because when Lashley won the belt, he won it under heelish terms. But everyone was just so happy that it was an African American that it kind of got rid of the heel factor, right? So what would be more heelish than getting all this praise for being the third black man to win the belt than to say, fuck the group, I'm gone? Like, that's nuclear.
Because Lashley needs to be the heel.
Exactly. And I told y'all this when he won it. When I said he would win it, I was like, the Hurt Business is on countdown, because it wouldn't make sense for them to have him win the belt. The world is fucking happy, and there's these like memes of The Rock and Kofi and now Lashley as the three black champs. It makes it a cool heel, and you need him to be a monster heel.
Right.
And that's why they did it. But I feel like it's kind of a ruse. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just spitballing there. But that's why I think Lashley would have to win, because you can't do all that and make him a monster heel just to lose the belt a month and a half later to Drew.
Now, I see your point, but the thing of that is, Vince McMahon really rarely deviates from the plan, unless it sounded very loudly to him that it needs to be changed. Case in point, the Daniel Bryan WrestleMania 30 situation. And that could have been a possibility where they turn Lashley face at Mania if they actually had a crowd there every week, and they're having that, he's getting that baby face reaction. But because we're in the Thunderdome and the crowd noise is what they want it to be, I don't see that happening. I see that it's the same thing that they had planned. It's Lashley is the transitional champion for Drew McIntyre to beat for a major championship at his second WrestleMania. And that's the way I see it.
Well, I think people were cheering for the win because it was a title change. They weren't cheering for the fact that it was Lashley. They were cheering for the fact that it was a black guy that finally got a crack at it, especially someone who was of Lashley's stature and character. So to me, the way he did it was very heelish. He beat the shit out of McIntyre, which he's the reason McIntyre lost it in the first place. So keep that in mind. That's the only reason I say he'll win, because he ain't above beating that ass like that again. So that's why I give him the
edge. Plus, there's also the possibility that King Corbin is actually now a member of the New Hurt Business.
Oh, God.
After Monday night, there's a if Lashley retains, I would take either the ruse or he's recruited somebody else. Like Ricochet is finally given in now that Cedric's out.
True.
True.
Something something unexpected. I don't know.
So, Kaliko, you're going lastly?
Bobby Lashley. If you ain't first, you're last.
Going with Drew.
Unless, of course, Brock shows up. But he
mean-
won't.
It's a possibility.
I mean, BL versus BL.
John Cena's still a possibility.
No, he's not. Not anymore.
Because he's on TBS.
Wipeout!
United States Championship match. Oh, we're on night 2 as well. United States Championship match. Riddle versus Sheamus. Who wins, Riddle?
Riddle me this, riddle me that. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Since they're apparently going with Riddle is mentally deficient angle, like, seriously, like, they're really playing Riddle up as if he has really suffered a head injury. Like, his bit with Titus. Oh, you're part of the roast at WrestleMania. No, I'm the host. Yeah, you're the host of the roast of WrestleMania, man. Ugh. I think we might see Riddle descend into insanity, or maybe just a version of Eugene that can form at least one coherent sentence. That being said, with everything I'm hearing, Sheamus.
Kaliko?
Riddle. And the reason being because for all of that, after Sheamus beat him, he was still kind of hot about it. So it shows he can turn it on when he wants to, right? So I feel like he'll be hyped up for this match, and he'll get the win.
Yeah, same Riddle. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. I mean, we've seen this match about 1,000 times. Never on the stage before, though. So this is
Mania
kind of
5.
this is kind of the immortalization of their rivalry, so to speak. It could be a show stealer. That being said, who wins Hero?
Where? Oh, I'm looking at the. Hold on, I'm looking up for the KO Mania 5 shirt, which is the KO powers implode.
Explode.
Yeah, and implode. Yeah, especially after Logan Paul's involvement, which was completely friggin' useless. And the only reason Logan Paul was even on was because he got eliminated off the Masked Singer. Spoilers. God. Sammy, he stole a victory last year, and that got him the Intercontinental title. Yeah, I think this is a straight up KO win.
Win by KO or KO wins?
I said a straight up KO win.
So KO wins by KO or KO just wins?
Thanks, Dad. Yes, KO wins by pinfall.
Alright, have to make sure about that. Kaliko, who wins?
Dick.
Y'all off the wall. Have anyone noticed like KO's manias have kind of went in line with his shirts in a sense, like as far as like his opponents.
I mean, that would mean he's fighting himself.
Hell, KO Mania 2 was what? Him and Jericho? And that was like KO Mania 3. Was it KO Mania 3? Let's say KO Mania 3 was him and Jericho, if I'm not mistaken.
KO Mania
And
1 was the ladder match.
That
the ladder match at 32. So 33 was KO Mania 2, yeah.
Jericho.
Jericho. And then 34 KO Mania 3. But I still think KO winning. It don't even matter. Because Sammy's at this point where it's like he's
Needs a shave.
nah,
He needs more
yeah,
than a
he did.
shave.
Nah, that beard is on point. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, oh God, he got that beard twisted.
Yeah, that beard is twisted. But anyways, KO. It seems like KO, so just stick with what I know.
Stick with what you know, KO.
Hell yeah.
You're a poet. You didn't know it.
Take that, Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, KO. Intercontinental
Wait,
Championship.
KO by KO?
Big E versus Apollo Crews. Does Apollo Crews finally win the Intercontinental Championship, Scooter?
No, but he does get $500 in Google Play cards from Biggie from Biggie's mother.
Kaliko?
Biggie. I mean, like I said, New Day about to take over, fam. That's why I'm like, all of them.
Unless they unleash Small E.
It'd be Lil E.
Bringing back Hornswoggle? Little E?
Lil E. Lile.
Alright, yeah, Big E. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. Who wins, Scooter?
There's no more Bray Wyatt. No, there's no Bray Wyatt anymore. He's just a Fiend. That being said, yeah, one of the things that on that list of banned words I mentioned, one of them is die.
I believe Mordor was one of them as well.
Kill, murder, dead, die, and Alexa Bliss said the Viper will die. Now, maybe it's metaphorical. I don't know. Maybe we get another like Willy Wonka-esque type thing, like we did at 33,
God, I hope not.
which was so funny because I actually predicted what bugs were coming next,
Oh my god.
and I was right every time.
You know, you were a bug connoisseur.
I live in New York.
I thought there's more rodents in New York than bugs.
That's the subways. Above ground, it's bugs. This is the Fiend, and we're probably gonna witness some sort of weird, twisted ritual that maybe puts the Fiend back into a not so Freddy Krueger-like state.
They put Randy Orton on a symbol. It's a symbol. It's that symbol.
Yeah. Oh, that yes, that the symbol. There's
The
also
little mask symbol.
there's also the rumor I'm hearing that we could possibly be seeing the first ever separation of the Fiend and Bray Wyatt.
What about you, Kaliko? What do you think's gonna happen?
Payback's a bitch, and it's about to be on Randall. Sorry, I mean, because
Wait,
think about it, last year, because this is basically Bray's weight, Bray's field house in the sense of righting wrongs that has happened over his career. Last year it was Cena. This year it's Randall, which are his two biggest losses to date.
True. I
I,
mean,
I
yeah, Scooter.
I wouldn't put it past them if someone had the bright idea to bring in Ryan Cabrera,
Who?
Alexa's fiance.
Oh God, why? Oh, to try and convince her not to be evil or possessed?
Something like that. And maybe Randy beats the crap out of him to get her to.
Well, I mean, if he's coming in, he's going to be on Randy's side. He doesn't want the Fiend, you know, doing
Yeah,
whatever he's doing to his girlfriend, his fiancée.
exactly.
But the way I see it is, you don't burn somebody alive and then they take an L the next time you wrestle. So, yeah, it has to be the Fiend.
I mean, did Freddy Krueger take a loss the next time he wrestled after he got burned alive?
Are we still waiting for the outcome of that match?
I mean, okay, so I guess he did lose to Jason, but he was technically Rey Mysterio then. But
uh, you know, the thing that just pisses me off is that these are Inferno matches, barbed wire death matches, exploding barbed wire death matches. Those used to be blow off matches, and now they're just progression matches. And
now they just now they just blow.
exactly. So yeah, Fiend for the win. Because, you have after you burn somebody alive, you have a good old fashioned wrestling match the next time.
I
Oh,
mean,
I'm gonna put him in a wrist lock, and then I'm gonna put him in. That's gonna turn into a headlock. Oh, then some chain wrestling.
yeah, but what's that famous saying? How do you kill a snake?
You think they're gonna decapitate Randy Orton?
Yes.
Oh my god! Oh yeah. Okay.
That ain't happening on Peacock, bro.
Fiend wins. Fatality.
Raw Women's Championship match: Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. Who wins, Scooter?
Well, considering this is now Ripley's second WrestleMania, or she's now the challenger. Um, I really wish this had a little bit more build. Because it really could have been a hell of a story.
I mean, not to put WWE on the spot. I mean, they didn't. This wasn't the original plan. I mean, they had
Yeah.
to kind of deviate. So
But this is the match that I don't see being one and done. I think Asuka wins here, and Ripley takes it in the rematch, maybe even the next night or at Money in the Bank.
honestly, I disagree. I think this is a one-off, and we she gets the she takes the L to Asuka, and we go. She goes and try and build up her career a little bit more. And Asuka goes into a rivalry with somebody kind of worth her time.
Wait a minute. You saying Rhea didn't build up her career at all after losing to Charlotte?
No, she went down after that.
Hmm.
Yeah, even she said she lost confidence. So I felt like if this was Charlotte, I would have believed Rhea because Rhea would be up the game.
Right, but the gives and the takes. But let's talk about the match that's in front of us. Who wins, Kaliko?
Asuka, what the fuck you talking about? Like, that's why I said it. I said what I said. If it was Charlotte, I felt like Rhea would have got the redemption. But there's no story arc for it.
Well, I thought that the redemption story was supposed to be on Asuka's part because Charlotte was the person that gave her first ever loss at WrestleMania, and then
That's my
they were gonna wrestle again, and she was gonna win.
that's
Um,
my point. So I felt like Asuka having that redemption. I felt like if it was anybody else, because I feel like Charlotte is in both of these because both of those women needed to face Charlotte for the redemption. That's why I thought if it was a Charlotte versus Rhea, Charlotte versus Asuka. But it's Asuka versus Rhea, which to me makes no sense. So it's Asuka.
right. Alright. And that brings us to our main event of night 2. Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan, Universal Championship match. Who wins, Scooter?
I'm Roman.
Kaliko?
Roman. It's his best work. And I can't think, when was it? Roman has never walked into a Mania as champion.
Did he walk in champion
No,
30?
no.
Okay, let's go.
31, he was the challenger. 32, he was the challenger.
Yeah.
33, it was Taker. 34, he was the challenger. 35, he had Drew.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Roman, right?
I disagree. I think that this is Daniel Bryan's to win. This is going to be the last thing people see at WrestleMania on both nights. This is the last thing. And Roman is a heel. And what is WWE? What kind of territory are they? They're a babyface territory. And Daniel Bryan, arguably the biggest babyface they have. I mean, you could give it to Edge, but I don't think that that's the route they're going. So it makes sense that you have your biggest babyface pinning Edge. You still protect Roman, and then you could give it to him like the next night if you want to, but you have that feel good moment for that very moment, and I think that's what really matters about WrestleMania, right?
Man, fuck all that bullshit. Roman.
It's it's gotta be Roman's redemption here.
I mean,
Yeah, especially because last year he was supposed to have been beating Goldberg, but the pandemic hit and leukemia. So they all got their own redemption story,
I
but
mean,
only one is the present.
I mean, if we had Drew, if there was something to take its place as the main event, as the last thing to go on, I would probably tell you yeah. But this, or even if it was night 1, honestly, but it's the main event of night 2. So all in my eyes, all roads lead to Daniel Bryan actually pulling off the victory. And, Roman, he's still there. I mean, he's not going anywhere. Well, Redemption will maybe come next year. But, like Kaliko always says, it's all about timing. And this was maybe not the best timing for Roman.
And again, what if Brock shows up?
Oh my god. And with that, we will conclude our coverage of WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. Not next week, but in 2 weeks we will be reviewing all things WrestleMania, and I'm sure a lot will be said.
We'll be live from our funerals.
Yep, I'll be retired and rehired by then, so.
I hope I don't spontaneously combust.
It's a hell of a thing. I know, well, we won't get into that. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox.
Okay, put the fire out. Okay.
Kablooey!
I was on fire there for a minute. Okay. Whew.
Wait, is that Randy Orton behind you? He's got a match?
No, that's just me. I dropped my cigar.
If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox. Join us for Wrestling with Mania Week. We are already in it. Watch our trivia night tomorrow. Becca Kathleen watch along, Stardom show. Holden Albright watch along with his match with Clay Wilson from December, Barry Wrestling. Love Dog interview on Wednesday. Wrestling with Mania Madness watch along finals watch along Thursday.
Watch along the back. Watch along.
DVN watch along of her match with Tay Conti from AEW Dark. Watch along.
Director's cut.
The Snyder Cut. It's 4 hours long.
The Ire Cut.
Preview and a review of NXT Stand and Deliver on Saturday. And how should people listen to NXT Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania on Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday? Scooter.
Of course, you should listen to it on the remix, only on UNB Sports 2.
And you can always find us on Twitter as well, at Wrestling with E. You can find us individually at JamesJ993. Where can they find Kaliko?
I'm Kaliko, and yes, I will be down there for Mania weekend. So if you see me, I might buy you a beer. Or you could just buy me a beer. We could just take each other turns buying rounds. Either way, we all get fucked up.
If you have like a red striped sweater, we could wear as Kaliko, and people take pictures and tag Wrestling
Actually,
with E.
I do have a red jersey. I have a red Mania Club jersey I'm wearing.
Are we going to offer a bounty for the person who sends in a picture of Kaliko?
That would be dope.
That'd be cool. I'd be up for that.
Whoever finds me gets an autographed Allison K. Kiss card.
Oh.
I was going to say hand sanitizer, but okay.
I have it on me.
And where can they find Scooter?
As always, you can find me. What's that?
Oh my god, we lost Scooter. Oh my god, they killed Scooter! Those bastards!
Scooter Dust, and holding it down for the UNB Network. at UABS Wrestling.
For Calico Yachts, the remains of Scooter Dust, I'm James Shane, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.